Hey, welcome back. Hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. Here we are in chapter 12 of the Tao Te Ching, and here's another fantastic insight into what it means to be in existence. So, without further ado, chapter 12, Belly, Not Eyes. The 5 colors blind the eyes. The 5 sounds deafen the ears. The 5 tastes deaden the palate. The hunt for game, the heat of the chase, cause heart and mind to run riot. Goods that are hard to come by become an impediment. The Taoist lives through inner nourishment of the belly, not through the eyes. Eschews the latter, chooses the former. And as usual, we will take a quick, brief look at the River Master from the John Minford version of the Tao Te Ching, his commentary on this particular chapter. Whosoever lusts after sensual beauty injures spirit. Whosoever takes undue pleasure in the 5 sounds becomes deaf to true harmony, and the heart and mind can no longer hear the pure sound of silence. Whosoever delights overmuch in the 5 tastes deadens the palate and loses the true flavor of the Tao. Spirit thrives on clarity and calm, and is perturbed by the hunting and panting of the chase. Unbridled desire for gold and silver, for pearls and jade, injures and degrades. Wow. So here is another really good chapter. I think they're all really good, but as I said in the last chapter, going through this one by one, it's really great to have this level of insight and this level of clarity as I walk through this with you guys. So here it is, and I think this is a lot of the same messaging that we've been hearing kind of throughout the book so far, but that focus on physical reality, on 3D things, including colors, sounds, taste, basically anything that you can perceive with the 5 senses, is not inherently bad, but if you focus primarily on that, then you are actually going to miss out on existence as a whole, 1, and 2, it will deaden your senses over time. So if you are focused on hedonistic, pleasure-seeking, just 100% focused on physical reality, and I'm sure if you're here, that's probably not the case, or you have sensed that has been the case in your life, and you've realized that maybe there's something else, some other way, and you're missing some aspect of reality, which is awesome, and I'm glad that you're here. And you may recognize this in people around you that are really heavily focused on things and circumstances, and maybe don't see the bigger picture of what existence really has to offer. And in a lot of ways, they are in these loops, as we've discussed before, where they think they need to continually feed the senses these different things in order to gain fulfillment, which is what we're all trying to do, is gain some level of fulfillment. There's this emptiness within, this lack that you feel when you focus primarily on the physical reality. And for some reason, and I think it's because it's so in your face, especially in this day and age, with the technological age being what it is, and how watching videos or just being on social media creates these chemical reactions in the brain, primarily dopamine. So you're getting these little dopamine hits that's creating this addiction to physical reality, or technology in this case. And it's deadening your experience, right? So, and I know I've experienced this where if I go, a few days where I'm just on YouTube a lot, just scrolling videos and getting sucked into, conspiracy theories or whatever spiritual stuff, whatever I'm seeing, I'll realize that I need to take some time to meditate and to just be in non-being, like to be focused on non-being. So that's meditation and just being in nature and and it recharges the battery quite a bit. So physical reality is not bad necessarily, but it's I think it's like everything else in life. It has to be balanced with this sense of non-being, right? This internal sense. Otherwise, again, your five senses will deaden, and then you'll be less intuitive and less able to perceive the nuance of the world. The River Master, I think, did a good job of just really being, making this very, very clear in his perspective. I'll just read this, kind of go through his section here. Whosoever lusts after sensual beauty injures spirit. Sensual beauty, so that's beauty you see with the senses. And that's why I think meditation becomes a critical tool in balance, because it forces you to shut the senses down and to focus your attention internally. And when you do that, it restores and renews you, right? Whosoever takes undue pleasure in the five sounds becomes deaf to true harmony, and the heart and mind can no longer hear the pure sound of silence. And if you've ever actually meditated and focused on the sound of silence, it's actually not silent. You can hear it; almost has its own sound to it. And if you are tied up with the physical sounds, it's harder to hear that, if not impossible. Whosoever delights overmuch in the five tastes deadens the palate and loses the true flavor of the Tao. And I think that's true too. If you think about if you eat a lot of salty and kind of just processed food, you eat more than you should, you overindulge, it tends to you tend to eat fast, you gain weight obviously, and then you actually don't experience the joy of eating the food. If you slow down, breathe, and meditatively eat your food, or another way to say it is mindfully eat your food, the food actually becomes an enjoyment. You enjoy it to another level. It's not so you're not just trying to satiate your hunger, but you're also enjoying the experience of eating. But again, it's that slow, mindful way to experience it, almost experiencing from that non-dual, or the word I'm looking for is I'm drawing a blank here, the non-being portion of you, right? That's the way you would be experiencing it. Spirit thrives on clarity and calm. This again is a thread that we've seen throughout the book, and it's the idea of emptying or not focusing on physical reality so much, and finding that clear and calm non-being aspect of yourself. And is perturbed by the hunting and panting of the chase. So true. Sometimes we do get caught up in the chase of wanting something and going after it. And really what I found is that if there's something that I think I desire, I need to look at where that's coming from internally. Is that something that is coming from a pure place? Is it coming from the idea of non-being, or is it coming from some sort of feeling of lack or not enoughness? And if it's coming from lack or not enoughness, what I find is that if I try to go after it directly, I'm going to struggle because I'm not in flow with the Tao, right? As opposed to going after or trying to figure out what is true and pure, what's the next step, what's the right action, right? And that tends to flow and unfold much simply and easily, and it just feels very natural, right? And what I find is that the things that I thought I wanted, I either don't really want, or I get as a byproduct of doing the right action, right? It's not going directly after it, but going at the thing that is of right action or in alignment with the Tao. The last part here, unbridled desire for gold and silver, for pearls and jade, injures and degrades. So true. I think people who chase wealth tend to find that wealth is like everything else that we chase is unfulfilling, even if you get it. Now, I'm not saying not having money or having money is necessarily a bad thing. I think having wealth in the world enables you to do more and to experience more. But I think you have to take it with that balanced approach and realize that money is not everything, and you can experience the best of life whether you have money or not. And the best of life is actually coming from that balance between that being and non-being aspects of self. So, hey, this is chapter 12. This has been an exciting chapter. The River Master, I think, gives us a lot of cool insights and kind of a deeper experience of the poetic nature of the Tao Te Ching, which is a little bit cryptic in some of the chapters. Some are a little bit more blunt and clear. Not all. I think Lao Tzu really did a great job of putting this together and trying to define what existence looks like from a really balanced and pure approach. So it's a great book, and hopefully you guys are enjoying that. If you are enjoying and it's resonating with you, please like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, this is the Boundless Sovereign, which is a channel dedicated to showing others and holding the mirror up and allowing people to reflect on their own experience and to maybe see a little bit different perspective, and through that process gain a little bit better experience of life through more joy, love, peace, all of the happy things, and by extension ripple that out into the world and their personal and local experiences. So that's it. We will see you all in chapter 13.